Why aren't you coming out to feed, move the cows?
I'm doing the dishes. I got up late this morning.
Tell me the flu shot won't make you feel bad.
I feel a little crummy from the
Yeah, somebody had the flu shot yesterday. I want your guys' opinions right now, okay? We're going to leave Mrs. Stony Ridge behind in the warm, cozy house. And I've taken the dogs out for a walk already. We're going to go move the cows and show you guys the farm. But do you think you get sick from the flu shot? I don't like taking the flu shot. I don't know. You guys share your opinions. It is chilly out. It is 42 degrees. It was 38 degrees when I got up this morning. Fuzzball is out of the tree and sitting right there. And we're just gonna take a walk this morning. We're gonna walk on down instead of riding the Kubota. We've got our coffee. Grab your coffee and let's go do some cows and coffee moving. We got some steamy piles we got to show you guys. And like I said, we're not taking any vehicles. Got the Yoda corn out here. Toyota, guys, you want to see the Toyota? This is the Yoda corn Toyota pickup. I am systematically washing all my vehicles and tucking them away into the shop, okay? So that they're clean and they're nice. And that is the Yoda corn. It's an 88 Toyota SR5 pickup, 5-speed, 4-cylinder with 75,000 actual miles on it. So yeah, hit that like button as you come in the door. Welcome folks from Facebook and YouTube. We picked up about 500 more followers on the live stream channel on YouTube. Thank you guys. Pat yourself on the back. I appreciate it. And if any of you guys leave super chats, we'll be able to see those and recognize you right away. Michael, I know you'll be here for the whole live stream. You let me know if somebody leaves some stars over on Facebook, brother, if you want to. And that way we can recognize those people when they do it. So Paris, Kentucky, K9 Striker. I've got a few projects lined up for today. One project is overseeding the lawn here. So every year I typically will go over the lawn, and we've got about 3 to 5 acres of lawn area that needs to be mowed and maintained. And we'll be running some chickens out here pretty soon. But I've got to run some grass seed down through here, and there's a little bit of work I need to do under that oak tree. So I hear a kitty cat. Hey, kitty. Oh, that's Happy. Happy is Fuzzball's mom. You can barely see Happy right there. So let's get you guys a little bird's eye view of the farm this morning. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're looking out to the west right now, and I've got what they call a proper farmer's hat on this morning. I've got my my wool hat that I bought over in England when we visited the tornado wire factory, and we got to learn a little bit about fencing over in England back, I guess it was about in 2019. Wow, didn't seem like it's been that long ago. We got to get back. So we're walking down the trail here. This is the outside of the fence. Look at the grass outside the fence versus the grass inside the fence. Man, you can see what a difference grazing has done. This hasn't been mowed in about a month right here, and or had any animals on it ever. So at some point, we're gonna have to get out here and mow this as soon as I get my Ventrac tractor back. So let's take a look. This little pond, if you haven't seen the video, okay, here's something I need to look at. Here's where somebody messed me over, okay? When I cleared this land, we pushed the stumps and debris from out here in the pasture, which it wasn't pasture, it was just stumps and debris. We pushed them all to the edge right here, and we're supposed to bury them up at least 6 to 8 feet in with dirt. We didn't do that. The fellow that cleared my land didn't do that, and consequently we're having these little sinkholes pop up kind of everywhere, and I have to come back through and fill those in. So underneath all of this is stumps and debris, and that's why the grass is so green right here, because it's rotting away, okay? it's composting away, and you can see how green the grass is here. A lot of pokeberry in there. Yeah, and this big poplar, big dead poplar, I'm expecting to fall any time now. We had the hurricane come through the other day, and I'm surprised it didn't fall then. And hopefully it won't hit the fence. All right. This needs to be mowed pretty bad, but there's nothing really taking off in the grass department right now, so we're just kind of chilling out. What kind of tractor does everyone recommend for hauling 300 gallons of water, roughly? Tractor? I don't know why you'd need a tractor to haul water. You can put it in the back of your pickup truck. Should be able to, like a 3/4 ton pickup truck or a 1 ton pickup truck. So this is the pond. It was steaming a whole lot more. You can see a little mist coming off the pond and a little mist over here. We're going to go to the compost pile, and it is rocking and rolling. So I'm not sure about the fish in this pond right here. I know the water comes from a spring-fed source, but I'm just not sure. I put catfish in here, but we're so close to the other pond that birds have actually brought eggs over, and this pond has more than just catfish in it now. You can see that, that cool little mist. So this pond has bluegill, crappie, bass, and catfish in it. And this is about 3/4 of an acre. Pretty, huh? Could that be tree roots breaking down? Yeah, that's what it is, Stephen. That's what I mean. It's rotting up underneath the ground. So if you bury up debris more than 5 or 6 feet, then you don't have to worry about that. It can't get any oxygen, and therefore it won't rot. It'll rot really, really, really slow. So the guy didn't do what he knew what the right thing to do was. He was just rushing through the job, and he just didn't do a very good job for me. Got a groundhog right there. That groundhog has to go. He's living over in these rocks right here. And what a groundhog will do is dig holes, and your cows will step in it and hurt themselves. I had a cow with a little limp yesterday. Not too sure whether he got a twig in between his toenails or what. We're going to take a look at him. I think it's number 17. So take a good look at him. We're just kind of explore the farm. This is where the groundhog's living. Right in there. He's got a water source. He's got shelter. He's got everything he needs for a fantastic life. And I am evidently standing on a yellow jacket's nest. So where are they? There's a yellow jacket's nest somewhere over here. There always is one in these rocks every year. Let's see if I can find that yellow jacket's nest before I find it with the lawnmower and I get ate alive by bees. Looks like they're going in right there. Typically, if I can leave yellow jackets alone, where are they going in? Oh, it's right at that fence post right there. Let's see if you guys can see them. See them coming in? Angry little boogers. Don't like yellow jackets. But this frost will probably get them. So hopefully that'll solve the yellow jacket problem. Got some elderberry bushes here. Growing up, got a little bit of vines growing on there, a little honeysuckle growing on there too. Okay. Get our little morning walk in together. So let's take a look. Yesterday you saw the guys dumping compost. I just happened to look out the window this morning and saw the compost steaming. It's hot. So let's take a quick look at that. The steam is just rolling off of this stuff. I got to get in here with the tractor and turn this and take some of this and disperse it throughout the farm. The boys should have probably backed up a little bit further with their first load right here, but look at this. Can't really see it until it's up against the light there, but let's just knock a little bit of it out here and see how much heat we got in there. Yep, she's a steamer. That's bacteria at work, guys. Hot compost. Awesome. That's going to help build the soil here on the farm. Morning, Brian. Morning, Carol. Yes, yes, bees. Did you put dye in the pond this year? Yep, but I haven't put any dye in quite some time. Awesome. Just looking at your comments here real quick, guys. Perfect place to graze a few sheep to clear that area. I don't have any sheep, and it's not fenced, and we need it fenced if we're going to graze anything, or we'll be chasing animals, or we risk animals going out onto the blacktop road and getting hit and injuring somebody. So that area will be mowed, and we don't let any livestock in the pond. Okay, so just so you know. All right, so we're down here, and we're gonna go ahead and turn the fence off for this job this morning. Cheers, coffee, grab your coffee. That pond serves as a backup watering system. So are you still gonna raise some hogs? Yes, but it's only me. So it's only me and the amount of time that I have right now. I don't have time to raise any hogs just yet. Turn off the electric fence and we'll walk on down here where the cows are. So the cows are working their way through this section of pasture right now into the various paddocks. I know we talked yesterday. Boy, there's another yellow jacket's nest somewhere right there. If you're a beekeeper, you tend to see these more. I discover them more often than most people. I'll be sitting on somebody's porch and be like, you know, you got a yellow jacket's nest. Check this out. This is pretty. Let's turn you around. Oh, we don't need to turn it around for this. Check it out. There's that steam I was talking about. You can't see it from right up on it, but that's the compost pile steaming. Show your beehives. They're a quarter of a mile away now, buddy. There's no bees, really no activity this time of morning, especially when it's 40 degrees. Might be one or two coming in and out. Got a fence repair to make right here. Cows got on that fence, scratching and rubbing and kind of pushed the fence down. So we're gonna have to replace a little section of fence right there. Yeah. Wet grass. The cows will be grazing on this area that we're walking right now. I've got to put the fencing up. We're supposed to have 28-degree temperatures, which dictates down here where I live, it's a little bit colder. So we'll probably be down to 25 degrees next week. That's going to be chilly. That's going to stunt the grass growth really quickly. So we have an early cold winter. We may be feeding hay a little bit earlier than we expected this year, but we'll see. Yesterday, I spread some straw, some grass seed. We do have a power line that was ran up to the mega shop, but we have no transformer. So we're just waiting on parts, materials for our power for our shop. And it's quite disappointing. I've already got the lights. I've got a lift to put in there. I've got to seal the concrete, but I can't really do a good job sealing the concrete until I have the appropriate lighting in there to take care of that job. So yeah, good weather for deer hunting. It is. This is good weather to sit in a deer stand and freeze your butt off in the morning. For sure. Good morning from Ohio. So not ready for the cold. Jennifer, I'm ready for colder weather. I prefer the 60s and 70s versus the 20s and 30s this time of year in my area of North Carolina. But I think we'll survive. I'm gonna take my last slug of coffee here. And let's go play cowboy. All right. Put down a little grass seed in here yesterday too. The cows will trample it. We're getting these heavy dews in the morning, and that'll help that grass seed to hit real good. One good rainstorm, and we'll have some fescue grass kind of inundating this pasture. So let's turn the camera around. The cows are right over the hump here. Okie dokie. There we go. If you're new to the channel, this is what we do. about 5 days a week, along with the regularly scheduled videos. Hey girls. Morning, ladies, gentlemen. Woo! So we're just gonna simply move them. They're in this paddock right here. We're just gonna move them over there. Be a simple move this morning. Come on. Woo! Come on, girls. Alrighty. Put a little grass seed out here too. This is where we had the leaky water tank. You can see it's a muddy mess, but the land is healing. And where we're gonna put the cows is in this little section right here. Come on, girls. Woo! Come on, everybody. These cows are so fat they can't hardly walk. While they're walking up here, every morning what we're doing here, you're walking a lot more. Is this for Mrs. Stony Ridge? Nope. No, wintertime, typically I'll do a lot more walking. I mean, there's no use in me driving 200 yards. Right, cow? Yeah, so we're looking for that cow that has the limp. Come on, girls. Come on. I know there's plenty of grass here. Hey, Freedom. Morning, Freedom. Freedom number 5. How you doing? Okay, so 17 is right here. That's the guy, the young man that had the limp. So we're going to go ahead and open up our gate. Moo. Angry cow. Come on, girls. Woo. Come on. Okay, we'll keep an eye on them as they all come through. Yep, and he's still got a little limp, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday. So you're going to see him come through. It's number 17, I believe. I think he had a stick stuck between his toes. You okay this morning, buddy? Seem to be doing better. Good job. Let's make sure it was him. Don't lick that post. You're going to get shocked. Yeah, I don't see anybody else limping. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, everybody. What are you doing? Come on, cows. Bring up the rear, Tammy. Good morning, Kenneth. Michael, yep. So yeah, just walk a little bit more in the wintertime, brother, when it's cold out. Wooly Bully, you gonna test me again this morning? All right, good job. Come on, guys. Oh, okay, here's the fellow with the limp. It wasn't 17. He's got a little something. We're gonna have to check him out. I probably can't really do much on camera here, but you okay, bud? You okay, buddy? He's much better. He was a lot worse yesterday. So I'll have to get a closer look at that right front hoof. Yeah, he was limping a lot more, and it seems to be the way he steps on it that's causing that. So hopefully it's not a nail or a piece of hardware in his body. 213, you are always a jewel, aren't you? Come on, girl. Woo! Come on. So sometimes I just shake the wire a little bit. That'll get them motivated to move. Okay, it's time to go. Time for you to go. Hey, it's it's time to go. Good job. There you go. Okay, so we'll take this, hook it over here, and we are good to go for this paddock. Cows are moved. People that say they don't have time to go out and move their animals twice a day. Well, I mean, we've got to check the animals anyway, so why not move them? Why not do this? It takes about 15 minutes to set one of these paddocks up. So you look out through here, it's probably took me 4 hours to divide up, and it really is healing the grass. So let's go find the fellow with the limp and see if we can see anything blatantly obvious about that foot. And I don't know if you guys know, but cows aren't too excited about you getting behind them, sneaking up. And it doesn't seem to have affected his appetite one bit. You okay, buddy? I see you favoring that foot. It's this right foot right here. The only trouble that I've ever had with the cows whatsoever, aside from some that just didn't do too well on grass, is foot troubles. You okay, bud? Yeah, foot troubles. I don't know why, but these Black Angus cows seem to have a propensity for foot troubles. So that's a sign, really. If a cow's having foot troubles or udder troubles, you can see he's a little wet in the back end there. He's been eating a lot of clover. He probably got into something and hurt his foot. We'll just have to keep an eye on him over the next few days. If it gets worse, we may have to get him in the chute and check that foot out, see if it's got any what they call foot rot. I don't think it's foot rot though. That's typically a back leg issue. I think he's got a little injury going on there. And he's a young steer, and young steers tend to play, and playful animals tend to get hurt. So the more playful they are, the more dangerous they are, and the more propensity for getting hurt. Josh, do you do periodic, Edward asked, Josh, do you do periodic hoof trimming? No. Nope, we don't need to trim the hooves of our cattle unless there's an issue of some sort. So, and those cows that have foot troubles on the farm, they don't stay on the farm. They just don't stay. He's a young steer, and in May, he'll be a freezer beef, okay? But I can see he's not feeling too good. You okay, buddy? He has had a tetanus shot. Just so you know, when we band our critters, when we band our young bulls, they get a tetanus shot and a blackleg shot because we're banding them, and the testicle drops off. It leaves a wound that we want to make sure that we are being safe with. So that's it. The other cows that were banded, the other steers, one's there. His have not dropped off. And the younger one, I think, is right here. Yep. There's 3 young steers out here, 2 bigger ones. So we'll have 5 total steers to process next year. That's when we'll start selling farm fresh beef. Right off the Stony Ridge farm. Right, 17? I'm glad it wasn't you. I'm so glad it wasn't you. Big boy. Come here, boy. He's a playful critter, too. Watch. See him kick? Dangerous. Playful animals are dangerous animals. Young steer. This is one of the young steers that we banded the other day. And his young man parts are still intact, but not for long. I can see the band on there. Don says, really impressed with the waterers and the gate setup. Makes life easier, way easier. Michael Keenan, what's the weather like? It's about 43 degrees now. It's warming up fast. We've got some cold days ahead of us. No frost this morning, which is good. The Greek says, my comment already deleted. Thanks. You're having a conversation with yourself, brother? I don't think you need to delete your comment. You can just leave it. It'll be all right. I don't know what it was. He knows karate. Karate cow. I think number 17 just got a name. Brian and Cheryl Forrest just named number 17 Karate Cow. Where is Karate Cow? Karate Cow. Hey, boy. You a Karate Cow. He's a little grumpy. Morning from the Jersey Shore, says Michael Volk. I bet it's cold up there. The Jersey Shore, not something that I've never been to the Jersey Shore. 45 in Missouri this morning. You guys get colder weather in the winter than we do here. Yeah, that's right, girl. You guys get a lot colder weather in the winter than we do. Let's go find Sweetie. I think Sweetie deserves a good head rub this morning. I think that's her right up there. Let's go see. Sweetie! Sometimes if I just call Sweetie's name, she'll perk her head up. Hey, Sweetie! 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 Sometimes if I call her name, she runs away. It's like being married to a cow, right? All righty. Where is Sweetie? We used to have Susie, and Susie would let us rub her, but now we just have Sweetie. Hey, Sweetie. Hey, Sweetie. How you been? Yes, I get cow kisses this morning. Huh? Is that right? Cow kisses? Morning, girl. 69 in Arizona. Wow. Good morning from McDonough. Dono? I don't know where that is. Western Arkansas. Yeah, guys, tell me where you're from. Beautiful morning out here on the range. Oh, man. So I've got to get on the mower here in a little bit, the Batwing, get some mowing done. We've got to go to the butcher shop. I had the family beef done. We actually got in on the add-on list to get a cow beeved, and we got one for Dad also. And let's see how annoyed Tammy is this morning. Hey, Tammy. Morning, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. When a horse's ear or a donkey's ears are turned back like that, it particularly means that they're grumpy. We don't have to trim Tammy's hooves either. Typically with a horse, you'd have to trim, but she gets enough walking around that her hooves don't need to be trimmed. If we had her in a lot, like a feed lot, then or in a barn, we'd probably have to take care of her feet, but she's just fine. When she first came to the farm, her feet were in, not so good a shape, but not real bad shape. But being out here, this rocky soil, she's been just fine. Good morning from still dark northern Utah. Right on. Where are you in northern Utah? Are you in Ogden? Are you in Brigham City? Where are you at up there? Center Point, New York. So I lived in Ogden for a while. I got some Michigan folks. Pigeon, Michigan. Jennifer in Texas. Gary in New York. McDonald, Georgia, south of Atlanta. Okay. Is that near Macon? Ever put shoes on Tammy? No. No need for shoes on a donkey that we're not going to ride, right? Okay, so we've got to think about where we're going to put the cows this evening. They just came off of here. We moved them over here, right? This is good high quality forage for the day. Our next move is going to be into this paddock. So we've got to move around a post real quick. We'll take this guy loose. Again, I turned the power off the fence, guys. You saw that this morning. We'll just simply take this over, hook it into place there, and we'll give this a step-in post a good stomp and a good little wrap. Oh, this is hard with one hand. Come on, bud. There we go. Okay, now that is pulled tight all the way, or taut, however you want to say it, all the way to the fence on the other side. And we're ready to rock and roll. So this evening, the cows will be placed in here. Tomorrow morning, we'll make the decision whether we put them in there or put them in there. I've still got a little bit of fencing to do, and as I told you earlier, as we were walking, we'll take you over here. As I told you earlier, we're gonna have the cows grazing outside the fence, right up here. So I've probably got about 200 step-in posts to put in the ground, and we'll let the cows graze by the creek, but not have access to the creek all the way down through there. All right. And that will happen probably Sunday. So gorgeous day on the farm, guys. Awesome. So little question and answer. If you guys have any questions, fire them off right now. We'll go ahead and answer any questions you might have about the farm, about what's going on this morning. Hopefully, I almost got a turkey. People are out hunting. How many of you guys are sitting in a deer stand watching Stony Ridge Farmer? That's what I want to know. Awesome. In Boone, 40 degrees and sunny. It's about the same temperature here. Fairdale, Kentucky, Sebring, Florida. A lady who is like a second mom needed multiple bypass, so say a prayer. Am I right? Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, take care of yourself for sure. And sometimes you can't run. That's one thing you can't run out of. So they say you can exercise and do all you can to prevent heart disease. But one thing you can't run out of are your genes, your genetics. So your genetic makeup oftentimes has a lot to do with that. So the best we can do is take care of ourselves the best possible. My dad had open heart surgery, had a 4-way bypass at age 59. Now, Dad didn't take very good care of himself, and consequently, he had to have a bypass surgery early on in his life. Now he's doing very well. When I asked him about his heart surgery, he says, "Well, what heart surgery, right?" But yeah, not what heart surgery. You got to take care of yourself. Dad kind of abused his body. He was almost a 3-pack a day, at least a 2-pack a day smoker for a long time, and that's what kind of got Dad, I think. You know, the things that we don't know about cigarette smoke, right? The things we do know about cigarette smoke, the things that we don't think about. But smoking was very, very common, especially here in the South. So you look at all the pictures of my dad from the 70s and 80s, in every photo he has a cigarette in his mouth. So it caught up with him. Do you still drink Badger's milk every now and then? Ryan? Yeah, I don't see how that's really relevant to the channel, but do I have a ice cold man beverage or adult beverage now and then? Yeah, sure. Sure I do. The live streams that we typically used to do in the office, I would always have myself what we call a Badger's milk. In case you guys aren't familiar with that, that would just be a cold beer. So, the end of the day. I quit 3 years ago, says Jennifer. My dad was healthy, active, and fit, non-smoker, non-drinker. Died of a heart attack out of nowhere at age 63. That's crazy. I had a good friend of mine that I went to high school with, and it kind of brings you to reality. He passed away. His name was Bo, and he passed away. I guess it's been about 3 weeks now, and same age as me. I mean, literally a month apart, and the guy passed away. So that puts things into perspective. I think he had a family history, you know, of heart problems, and I think it may have caught up with him. But take care of yourselves for sure. How much weight you down? Let me guess, 100 pounds. No, I'm down about 80 pounds, something like that now. Just not quite as chunky as I used to be. And I can tell a difference, huge difference. All I did to lose the weight, guys, and I'll do a full-on video about this, how I lost 85 pounds in about 7 months. And it was just simply watching what I ate, diet. I mean, I could have done it with just diet, but I threw exercise in there, and it really shaved the pounds off. So we got to turn on the electric fence again. Reach down here. Oh, there we go. That electric fence controller is good for about 5 miles of fencing, Okay, we don't have nearly 5 miles of fence right here. We probably have 2 miles though. All right. Okay, there we go. Is Miss Stony Ridge working at the hospital? Yeah, that's her job. Yep, she's been working at the hospital for years and years. That's where we met, working at the hospital. So yeah, you hit that weight bench, LOL. It's funny, if I don't go to the gym, I actually lose more weight. It's pretty odd. I think I drop muscle for some reason. So who knows? Getting older, middle-aged. Are you still mountain biking? Yes. Now, the next question will be about the mountain biking channel. I just simply have not had time to dedicate to the mountain bike channel like I have the regular channel here. So eventually we'll see more mountain bike content, more trail content as things settle down on the farm. But man, I just have to run and go bike for a couple hours and then get back here and do my chores. So that's it, busy times. So to answer the pig question that was asked earlier, we will have pigs on the farm at some point, just don't know when yet. So bear with me. Definitely plan on running pigs in the woods, but with the new shop building going up, electrical work to do in the shop, plumbing work, ditches to dig, concrete to pour, outdoor kitchen to build. There's only one me, and that's there's a lot of work to get done. So, well guys, it's a beautiful morning here. We're just walking back up the driveway. I want to thank you all so much for joining me here on the Stony Ridge Farm. I've got to mow today. I've got to run the sawmill today. I've got a ton of chores to get done, and I'm going to say goodbye. So thanks a lot, guys. Hit that like button on your way out. Homework assignment for all you Facebookers. Hit that share button, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll talk to you soon. If you left any super chats, I'll be sure and go back in and thank you for that in the comments. Thanks so much. Take care.